Ice cream in December. Isn't that a song? Evening, y'all. Well, I hope y'all have had a good holiday season. I know I have. It's been a pretty quiet one, you know, just sitting around and I've been getting a lot of mail. And well, I just got a piece the other day that I'd like to read to y'all. And it's from the Arbor Day Foundation. It's the 2022 Tennessee Tree Survey from the Arbor Day Foundation in Lincoln, Nebraska. Mr. Tatum Toter, you have been selected as part of a representative sampling of Tennessee's residents to participate in this year's survey. To thank you for your input, I've enclosed an offer for 4 free gifts. Open immediately. Return survey in the enclosed envelope by February 1st, 2022. Well, with the way the mail's been shipping things out nowadays, I better get started. Otherwise, we'll get there in time. Okay, we're all ready to get started. Oh my goodness. May I have a pen? Oh my goodness. And I just pretty, they gave me a couple of bookmarks from my books here. Thank you very much. Arbor Day Foundation 2022 Tree Survey. My gift receipt. For the use of only Mr. Tatum Toter. Well, gee. Question number 1. Please describe the immediate area where you live. I'm going to give you multiple choice here. Urban, suburban, rural, or other. Probably other, because I mean I know urban is city and rural is supposed to be where a few people live, but I don't really live near anybody except for Malcolm, and he lives quite a ways away. Number 2. Have you ever climbed a tree? Where do these people come from? Don't they know? I mean, what do they think I do? I mean, yes, I have climbed a tree. I have indeed. Question number 3. When you were a child, did you ever play under or amongst trees? When I was a child, that's all where you could find me was in the trees, so I would give that a hearty amen and a yes. I'll circle that as well. I feel bad for anyone who hasn't done that. No, question number 4. Did you ever collect leaves, acorns, or pine cones for a school project or just for fun? Listen, I broke our washing machine one time. I left so many acorns in my pockets. And it was both, yes, for a school project, but mostly just for fun. Yes, and I collected more than just leaves, acorns, and pine cones. Possum skulls, beaver tails, both fried and fresh. And, quite frankly, any snacks that I brought with me. Yes, I did collect many things. I have collected several elements of trees. Question number 5. Do you ever relax in the shade of a tree? Dear Mr. Arbor, for approximately 25% of the year and weekends, I spend in the shade of a tree. About half of that 25% is during turkey season. So yes, I do relax. I'm an American. Question number 6. Do you think the tulip poplar is an appropriate choice as the state tree of Tennessee? It says yes, no, or not sure. I guess I just say I'm not sure because I mean, I only live in one part of the state. Like I don't know what else grows in the other parts of the state. I'm perfectly fine with whatever choice Uncle Sam made with what state tree is. I mean, it's not going to change how many of them there are, is it? So we'll say not sure. Moving on to question 7. Do you think in general residents of Tennessee care more about trees than people in the rest of the country? Now, I'm not sure how to answer this one because I can't speak for the rest of the country. And I'm not sure, I can't speak for the rest of the Tennesseans either. I guess I'm going to have to say not sure. Oh, instructions. Please answer all questions with your honest opinions. I will do that. Detach at perforation and return entire document. Oh, I ripped it. Where's that piece? Okay, moving on. Question number 8. Which one of the following would you say is the single most important function of trees? Providing shade, providing oxygen, being a source of beauty. Oh, well, I'm gonna have to think about that one for a second. Removing carbon dioxide to slow climate change, filtering water, saving energy by cooling our homes and neighborhoods, providing habitat for birds and animals. Okay, I'm gonna have to go with that one. One, because it's the last one, and that is usually the most important one. I am not sure how to do this though, because all of these things are kind of important. Shade, oxygen, a source of beauty, removing carbon dioxide, filtering water, saving energy by cooling our homes and neighborhoods, providing habitat for birds and animals. So, if trees do this, how could one of these functions be the most important if they all automatically happen? I mean, I don't know. I don't get these people. I just don't get these people. I mean, it's Christmas. I'm gonna calm down. I'm an American. I'm gonna calm down. Make America great again. Calm down. Go hunting. Remember that. Number 9. Can you identify the trees near your, my town, home? Some of them, almost all of them, or none of them. Well, I can identify all of them. I'm not sure if I can identify them all correctly, but I can do it. So I'm going to say yes, almost all of them. Because I can. Number 10. How many trees do you have on your property? 0, 1 to 3, 4 to 7, or more than 7? Oh, it's more than 7. Let's see, how am I going to calculate? There's got to be a way to figure out how many trees I have. Let's try to do the math here. If we have 80 acres, 7 trees per acre, 4.2. It's the average diameter. Find the hypotenuse of the root, because the root ball is pretty big, and square that by pi times infinity. We get an approximate answer of 874 trees. That's pretty good. Number 11. Have you ever planted a tree? There are a lot of trees that could have been planted by myself. Over the years, I would just estimate, yes, I have planted many trees indirectly and directly, possibly hundreds, maybe thousands, maybe just a few, but who knows. Can I have some tea, please? Thank you very much. Number 12. Do you have a bird feeder near your home? Oh, yeah, I do. I planted the world's biggest bird feeder. I planted my whole field full of acres and acres of sorghum and millet and all kinds of stuff. So I have a very large bird feeder. There's lots of birds there all the time, and I shoot them. So yes, I love. What does the bird feeder have to do with the trees? Anywho, number 13. How do you think Tennessee has done on conservation in the past year? Very well, not too bad, could be better, poorly, or not sure. In other words, not informed. Well, I'm not sure what this has to do with trees either, but in the grand scheme of things, I think Tennessee residents have done a better job than the government has. I can guarantee you that. If you own the land, you take a better care of it than if someone else did. I'm sure someone said that once upon a time. It might have been John Adams, it might have been Gary Cooper. I'm not sure which one. I would say very well the Tennesseans have done a good job. Moving right on, number 14. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being most important, how important do you think it is to increase communities, as in the community's tree canopy? Well, it depends, because it could get to be a hazard if you increase the tree canopy. Falling on people's homes and rain and acorns and lots of sleep and lots of jobs because lots of people going to work because they missed work because they slept in because they didn't get to sleep because the acorns fall. And so increasing the tree canopy could be a very bad thing, I'll tell you. So I'll just leave that up to the residents. I'll say 0 or pi because it's an indefinite number. And I will just say leave it to the residents. Signed, Tatum. Number 15. Oh my goodness, Bob just fell. Thank you so much. My word. Number 15. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being most important. Oh, another one of these. Leave it to the residents. I'm just kidding. Actually, I don't know. How important do you think it is to restore forests destroyed by fire? Don't they kind of restore themselves? I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure how to answer that question. My forest never been destroyed by fire. I should not be putting input on this if I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just going to throw that out there. And I'm just going to say N/I. In other words, not informed. I don't know. So I'm not going to say anything. Number 16. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10, oh, another one of these. How important do you think it is to replenish the trees in America's forests? Now listen, I think God was pretty smart when he figured out how trees, well, he said that trees will just, he spoke it into existence that trees will produce after their own kind and like they'll like make more trees. So I think it's important, but I think it's gonna do it by itself. Trees will replace themselves. They'll do it. I can't tell you how many black walnuts are growing up in my field if I don't mow it this year. So, I think we're good on that one. I think it's important, but I think it's also being taken care of. So, rest easy. God's got it under control. Number 17. On a scale of 1 to 10, with another one of these, how important do you think it is to save Earth's rainforests? Tea time. Reminds me of a story my grandmother told me of the air raid sirens. I always keep a kettle that can whistle because it reminds you of the past. Thank you so much. I appreciate the tea. So about the rainforest. I don't know what to say about this. I don't live near a rainforest. I don't own a rainforest. And I think it's important if we're losing them and they don't grow back. But from what I've heard, they grow back. So I'm just going to say, yeah, it's important, but it's also being taken care of. So it says, after all that, thank you so much for any amount you choose to give. Recycled paper, recyclable. Wow, okay. Well, Mr. Tatum Toter, this is the donor. Okay, it looks like we finished up the survey. Well, I feel like I've covered all that and I've got all my stuff and expected my free gift. Well, anyhow, if you want to send me any fan mail or just give suggestions on what to make a video on next, you can leave a comment down below this video, and I will try to get in touch with you. And we're gonna keep coming out with more videos. We got some hunting on the way. We're trying to get some rabbit hunting in, and squirrel hunting, and deer hunting, and before it ends. And hope y'all had a good holiday. I know we have New Year's coming up, and hope you have a happy New Year. And take your friends out. Go hunting this year. Go fishing. Really enjoy God's great outdoors, because that is what's important. And if we're going to save America, we're going to have to start with our family and our immediate friends, the ones that we have influences on, because I can't influence the rainforests of South America right now. But I do have influence on my friends and my family, and I can be a good influence on them. So just take that to heart and do something good with your family and friends this year. And I'll see y'all then.